are well. Hope you guys got off to a great... Good morning, Every Bell, Sway, KC, Dolores Campbell. Hey, y'all. My apologies, guys, for the connection. I'm here. Goodness. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys had a great morning. If you guys saw the description, you already know what we're going to be talking about. There's a Nene Leakes discussion, as well as going hard. And I respect the fact that she goes hard for her mother. That's her mother. She loves her. But at the end of the day, accountability is needed. That energy needs to be your marriage, I think. Put that energy towards your marriage, honey. Getting the respect that you need from your husband. And not co-sign. I'm going to start out with her. I wanted to start out with that and come back to it. I do want to go ahead and get needs to and getting the respect that she likes to throw out 16 years. That's a long time to be talked to crazy and mistreated and publicly humiliated. Okay, yeah, that's a long time. So Tisha came out and was saying that she feels, and I touched on it a little bit yesterday, saying that she feels that Melody was just as wrong as her mother for that particular incident that happened at Madani on the fight episode. Not a fight, but the only person that was trying to fight, really, Melody was more so trying to get her point across, screaming and yelling. That, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that if you're trying to get your point across. If somebody's talking about your kids, of course you're going to be a little amped up because you're trying to get your point across. When the person is that's steady talking junk about you is, you know, pretty much provoking you, and that's what Wanda was doing. Bring it on, bring it on. Like, bring what on? Bring what on? That's my question. Do you want to fight, or are you trying to talk this out like an adult? Okay. Are you trying to be out here fighting, or are you trying to pipe down and talk like an adult and resolve this situation and take accountability to the fact that you have been online talking crazy? We've seen it. They played it back on the show. So I don't understand what her purpose of, you know, being so defensive was. How you that defensive when you're wrong? Narcissist. That's how narcissists act. Very defensive, but be wrong as 3 left shoes, y'all. Yeah, so now Tisha speaking out saying that she feels Melody was just as wrong as her mom in that situation. You know, but then you sit at the table and say, oh, but I'm a mom too. We all love our kids. Okay, so take that same energy and realize, yes, Melody is going off on your mom because of her love for her children and the fact that she is discrediting her and trying to low-key call her a hoe. That's what that was about. If you saying you don't know who the father of your kids is, that's, you know, indirectly trying to call me a hoe. And when she actually did call her a hoe on her live, she called her a biatch and she called her a hoe. You know, and then brought up the fact that Melody, you know, about that whole fellatio situation. Like, she really made fun of that. But I'm just like, Wanda, do we need to bring up your past, girl? I think people forget that they have a past as well. Everybody has a past. Everybody's done some things in their life that they're not so proud of. So when you start bringing up digging up other people's bones, just know that you have some bones and some skeletons also that can fall up out of the closet. Like, we cannot be out here on that. Don't be out here on that. Like, she was just doing too much. And I'm just kind of upset at Tisha for steady co-signing the mess. Like I said, you can love your mom, love her down, baby, but you got to hold her accountable. You do. You really got to hold her accountable. You see that your mom is out of line because next episode you're going to be in her face telling her she needs to apologize and pipe down. So which one is it? Should she pipe down and apologize, or are you guys going to continue to and allow her to act the way that she acts? We keep talking about it. We've already said that we're going to do a blackout for this particular episode coming out, which means that we want the viewers not to watch that particular episode. If your DVR is set to record it, please go in and unschedule that particular recording so that because that will also count as a view as well. I think a lot of people were kind of did not understand when we said don't view it, but they still wanted to record it. Please do not allow your DVR to record it. The YouTubers are saying that they will go back and do a recap and or review. For those of you that do want to know what is going on the show, I will do one. But for the sake of keeping the views down, if the viewers can skip this coming week's Saturday episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville and allow the bloggers to do a thorough review and or recap for you guys, so that you will still kind of know what's going on if you so choose to, then that is what we're asking. There's several other bloggers that are talking about doing it. If you've been on their channels, I think I was on Hey Girl Hayes. I think she's gonna her viewers are gonna be doing it, and several others are talking about it as well. So it's not just over here on the Caramel Rell show. I don't want anybody out there saying Caramel Rell started this blackout for Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, I am in support of everyone else that's banding together for the sake of doing something right. Okay, it's no different than when they had protests back in the day, when they marched back in the day. We're just marching in these YouTube streets. Okay, we're not physically marching, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's no different than when they marched back in the day with Martin Luther King and all these other people back in the day for certain rights, and it's no different than what we're doing right now. So it's all about standing up for what we feel is right. We don't want to continue to be bamboozled into feeling like we are watching something that we were told was going to be something else. We don't want to continue to support certain TV shows that display our African-American people in a negative light, and that is what it's doing. This show is slowly turning into Love and Hip Hop, and we are not going to sit back and allow it. Now, people can say, oh, well, why do you watch it then if you feel that way? Well, you're free to watch whatever you want to watch, but we, like I said, we don't want to continue to be bamboozled. Yes, it is easy to turn the channel, but does that fix the issue? No, it does not. No, it does not. Okay, that's like saying with slavery, forget about it, it's over now. Yes, it is over now, but something had to be done to wipe out that situation to where our people could be free. Okay, we're done with just forgetting about things and breezing over it and allowing things to just happen, instead of putting our foot down and taking a stance and saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're all going to band together and do what we feel is the right thing to do. And we're going to have to hold Carlos King feet to the fire, honey. Yes, we do. We might get a few burns on them feet, baby, but we're going to have to hold them feet to the fire and let him realize you cannot keep looking at Bravo and trying to say, oh, they're doing that over there. And apparently it's okay for me to do it over here. And it's just not. No, it is not. No, it is not. I don't want to see my people on TV fighting and pulling on people and running across parking lots. And like, that's just ghetto as hell. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. Show me where y'all building up houses. Show me where y'all helped a single mother who was about to be put out of her place, okay? That could not take care of her children. Show me stuff like that. I want to see stuff like that. Let me see some building up in Huntsville. Show me where you are uplifting someone, opening businesses in black communities, giving black people jobs. Okay, because that's what it's really about. That's where the black excellence come in at. Show me some of that on the show. Wanda want to say she's a businesswoman? What are you doing in terms of building up your community? Being a positive light in your community. What are you doing? That's what we're talking about. So I don't really want to harp on it anymore, because we've been talking about it. But you guys, I think we already know why we are doing the blackout for this coming episode. I like the way Hey Girl Hey calls him Basement Billy, so that we don't have to call his name, because that only gives him clout, and we don't want to do that. That is the whole purpose of us doing the blackout, so that we do not give him that clout. So I think I'll call him Basement Billy as well. I do like the name. I thought it was hilarious as hell. So we will not continue to support Basement Billy. We do not want to see him as a regular on this show, because he was so damn happy to announce that he was recording an episode for Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey. All right. They're saying that Wanda went to the reunion and she did not show out, that she pretty much sat back and behaved herself. And I said, I know why. Of course you did. Of course you did, because you were already on the chopping block to be, possibly kicked off the show. With that whole petition and everything going around. She saw that people really meant business. And people will cancel you. People can cancel Carlos King too. He has to be careful. It can happen, sir. It can happen. If enough people get to talking about it and get to pressing the network, baby, yes, Carlos King will be without a job. Okay? That's just facts. That's just facts. So let's move on past that. Let's move on past that. Nene Leakes, let's talk about her. Ugh, her attitude sucks. Nene, honey, she needs to be in for a rude awakening. I think that Nene is so damn entitled. Child. She's the perfect example of the type of person who has literally forgotten where she came from. All right? I used to really like Nene. She did bring a lot to Love and Marriage. Lord have mercy. To Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, she used to be really good for TV. At one point she was funny when she first came on, season 1, 2, whatever. Like she did kind of carry the show. I got to give her props on that. But I think that fame started getting to her head as time progressed with her being on the show, and she just kind of turned into a narcissistic mean girl who kind of felt like everything was about her, that she pretty much was the shit of the show. That's how she felt. Okay? The way she treated people, the way she talked to people, her entitlement. She became very good friends with Andy Cohen, which she, kind of felt like she could do whatever she wanted to do and act however she wanted to act, and that Andy Cohen was just going to allow it because she was in cool with him. Okay? Yeah, it was just, ooh. She was a hot damn mess. She was a hot damn mess. But she just did Nene, aka Leanderthal. That's what I'm calling her as. I know it's Lanithia, but I'm gonna call her Leanderthal. She did a recent little interview, honey. She's said to be getting ready to sell her. She wants to sell her Lanithia Lounge. All right. She said because that was a dream that Greg had, and also Greg's son that she had with him. That was their dream. That was not her dream. So it was something that she pretty much did while Greg was alive. She opened that because that is something that he wanted. But she's saying that's really not her passion, to have the Lanithia Lounge. I can't even talk this morning. So yeah, so she's saying that she's looking at possibly selling it and moving on to something else. And I'm just like, girl, you need to, because the reviews and stuff that I've been looking at on there, honey, it's just not been good. Granted, when you open a restaurant in the beginning, you're going to have some bumps and bruises, and things are not going to be 100 in terms of your ratings and things of that nature. I mean, as Candy Burris, and there's no shade. She's had a few failing grades at her restaurants. Okay, if you guys watched her show, Candy and the Gang, y'all saw a lot of stuff that was going on at her restaurant. Okay, they've had a couple pows at her restaurants, at her Blaze restaurant. Like, it's just been a lot of stuff. Been negative comments and reviews as well. So when you open a restaurant, expect that. You're going to have some people that like it, some people that don't. Nene, like I was saying, she charged $20 to park in a parking lot that's a shared parking lot at her Lanithia Lounge. A lot of people was fussing about that. Like, why are we paying $20 to park in a shared parking lot just to come to your lounge? And then they're saying the prices there are kind of steep, and that the food service is not so great in terms of the waitressing coming over and checking on you, making sure you get your orders in time. Why are people waiting for an hour and a half for their food, and when they get it, their food is not hot like it was just made, maybe sitting back in the kitchen? Those are the reviews that I've read. Okay, that is not great business when it comes to, I'm just saying. And it's no shade. It's no shade. I'm all about reviews when I go somewhere. If I'm going somewhere and I've never been there, I do my homework first. The first thing I like to do is look at the reviews. That's going to tell me everything that I need to know about this place. What are the people saying? Because customers are not going to lie. They're going to take pictures and everything of the food. Y'all already know. And I am a foodie. Okay? I don't like nobody playing with my food. I want my stuff to be right. I don't really food with no hole in the wall places, and there's no shade to that. They say the food be the bomb at these hole in the wall places. But I like nice service. When I go somewhere and I'm spending my money, I want to sit down. I want a nice meal. I want good service. If I need more drink in my cup, I don't want to wait until I'm about done with my food and then you come over there and say, hey, do you need a refill? I'm going to say, bitch, do you need a tip? I don't think you do. I'm sitting over here damn near about to choke on my food, and you see my cup empty and you don't walk past my table about 5 times. Nah, you gonna hurry up and bring me that damn bill though, but you sure didn't come and refill my cup. I'm all about service, baby. Yes, and your tip. Depends on that. Don't be thinking you about to get no huge tip and you don't walk past my table and you ain't really done no service. Nah, that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave a good old nice tip, but I'm gonna need you to, hey, here's a tip. Keep my cup filled up and keep checking back with me to see if I need anything. I might want to get a dessert to go, but you don't know that if you ain't came back to my damn table. And that's what a lot of people were saying with the Lenithia Lounge, that, you know, service was just not giving what it needed to be giving. Okay, so she's saying that she may want to sell the restaurant, sell the lounge, and kind of move on to something else. Okay, yes. So Nene did an interview that I saw yesterday. I was looking at it and I was just kind of shaking my head like her ass is just team too much. All right, so in the interview she says that she feels that Kandi Burruss has an issue with her ever since she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She feels that Kandi was a little jealous of her because she had all the clout and that Kandi wanted to have the same clout. Okay, Nene was saying that Kandi was kind of jealous of her because she was noticed more on the show and that did not sit well with Kandi. That is what Nene was saying in her interview. She's still coming for Kandi. All right, Nene says that when people talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, that they think about Nene and not Kandi. She was very blunt when she was talking to. I was like, okay, girl. She says that they think about Nene and they don't think about Kandi. And she says that she said that Kandi is too competitive and that she stays coming for her OG-ness. So Nene is saying that she's an OG, which she is the OG of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, she is. A lot of people saw her as that on the show, but it just comes off as being braggadocious when she said. Okay, it's kind of like she's saying, I'm the shit and you're not. That's kind of how she kind of came off in the interview. Okay. Very, she was doing too much. She was laying it on a little too deep. All right, so as y'all know, Kandi was introduced to Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 2. Okay, she came on the scene in season 2. All right, she became a fan favorite because everybody recognized her from the group Escape. So everybody was kind of excited to see her and know what she was going to bring to the show, being that she came from this group. They liked her in the group and they were like, oh, okay, let's see what Kandi is going to bring to the show. So you know, she was giving a little bit. Y'all remember the scene where she and Nene got into it where they were arguing about this whole song with Kim Zolciak, where something about Nene was saying that Kandi told her that she was going to be on the song, blah, blah, blah. And Kandi pretty much told her, I'm going to go ahead and leave now before I start blowing up on your ass. You remember, I'm going to blow up on your ass. Y'all remember when she did that? Everybody started kind of seeing that side of Kandi because we never saw her kind of snap off like that. So to see that exchange between she and Nene, that kind of put Kandi on the map to where everybody was like, oh, okay, she got that pop off in her. Okay, so they kind of liked her. And she started kind of building her reputation on the show as to see, okay, Nene ain't the only one that could pop off. I could pop off too. So she started becoming a fan favorite as well. And Nene started feeling a little, you know, pressed about that, so to speak. All right. So the interviewer asked Nene about the lawsuit that she filed against Bravo. Y'all know she sued Bravo and their connecting companies, including Andy Cohen, because she called him racist. Okay, this will be her best friend now. It's supposed to be her best friend. All right. She says that that they are still in talks in terms of the case. She said it was dismissed. She said, but something about they moved from litigation and into arbitration, and now they're in mediation, is what Nene was saying. And she also says that she is open to sitting down with Andy Cohen, which we already know that's not going to happen. He ain't seen it for her. She felt away because they did not invite her to the BravoCon that they just had, where they had all the Bravo celebrities on there, all the, you know, from the Real Housewives franchises. They did not ask her to be there. I said, well, why would they ask you to be there? You sued them. They're not fooling with you right now. They don't see it for you. Andy is not fooling with you. He's not trying to have a sit down with you. He already sat down with you in court. You sued his ass and said he was this person when you were all up his ass all these seasons, and now all of a sudden you saying that he's this racist person and he's always been that way. Well, why was you so climbing all up his ass like you were if you felt that way about him? And I'm not saying that he's not that way. Andy does have a way about him where you kind of do side-eye him sometimes, be like, did he really say that? I've seen some stuff on his Watch What Happens Live where I have to kind of question myself, like, did Andy just say that? Or did he just do that? Because sometimes he do act out of order a little bit, and then it's kind of laughed off because it's Andy. Okay? Yeah. But so Nene is saying that she's open to sitting down with Andy Cohen. She said, but she's tried to reach out to him. She said, but it's been crickets. He has not responded, and he's pissed that you would go and sue him and then be speaking out openly as to say that he's this racist person. He don't feel that he's racist. Okay. She also says that she has no regrets in bringing the lawsuit for discrimination against Andy Cohen and Bravo. She says she don't have no regrets of doing that. Okay. She said, but she hopes that in the future that she could return to Real Housewives of Atlanta because she misses it. Well, baby, you're going to have to just miss it. I don't see Andy bringing her back on the show after everything that has happened. I just do not see her coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she probably should have weighed her options and maybe took another route, because I don't see Bravo and or Andy Cohen bringing her back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I just don't, even though I think she would bring a real nice flair to the show in terms of ratings, in terms of storyline, because y'all know Nene, she is good for TV, but she's a damn mean girl, and sometimes she takes it a little too far. A lot of people were saying they do want to see her back on the show because the show has been boring in terms of the storylines that they've been displaying on the show, especially this season. Like, I just could not get into the show. I would be playing on my phone and kind of looking at, YouTube and looking at other stories that I want to report when the show would be on. I would be playing it, and I look up a few times, if something looked like it was interesting, and right back into my phone. I just was not watching like, oh my God, this is the best show on TV. Like, it just didn't grab me that way. Okay. So the interviewer asked Nene about where's her friendship with Cynthia Bailey, and she said that she and Cynthia were cordial. Okay. Y'all know she and Cynthia had like a little falling out at one point where they weren't speaking. Nene did make it a point as to say, oh, I helped you financially. I don't like that. She made it a point to do that. When you were down and out, I helped you out financially, honey. When you was down and out, she made it a point to throw that out there. Okay. The interviewer also said that, oh, you guys are cordial. She said to Cynthia, the interviewer said, oh, because Cynthia, she's so beautiful. And Nene said, have you seen her in person? I said, did she really just shade that girl like that? Nene actually said that in her interview. Asked the interviewer, have you seen Cynthia in person? When the interviewer said, oh, because Cynthia is so beautiful. Nene said, oh, have you seen her in person? Asked to say that she looks different versus what y'all see on television. I was like, Nene, really? Like, really? Are you really doing that, girl? Are you really doing that? I was like, the hate is so real, Nene. Like, Nene, do we really need to do a rundown of all the things that you've had to have done, ma'am, while you out here trying to call Cynthia out? Now, Cynthia is natural. I've looked at pictures from way back when Cynthia used to model, like way back in the day, versus pictures now. You can kind of tell she hasn't done anything to her face. She may have done some Botox, maybe. But I don't see where she's had any slicing or dicing like Nene has. Nene's had a few nose jobs, She's had a few things done. She went out here and got these Mr. Ed veneers. Them big-ass teeth, honey. Looking like she about to be out here biting some trees down. I said, girl, why the hell you go out here and get these big-ass teeth? Looking like you about to chop some trees down out here. You can clear a whole forest with them teeth. Just be out there in the woods just like, just chopping down some trees, girl. But you got the nerve to be out here talking about, did you see her in person? We've seen your ass a few times in person. And you really ain't nothing to be going home. You ain't nothing to be talking about, honey. It's a face that only a mother could love. You have a face. Don't get me started, y'all. Oh, honey. When she said that, I was like, no, you did not. I said, now, Cynthia may be boring and she may be a lot of things, baby, but she is not ugly. Now, we are not going to put that title on Cynthia Bailey as to say that she is not giving what she needs to give, okay? It sounds like a little hate there, Nene. Now, we're not going to let you slide on saying Cynthia Bailey is not easy on the eyes. She's a beautiful individual. She is. Now, just because your ass is out here chewing on trees, don't be out here this woman. Leakes. Now, you done had your beak trimmed down about a good 3-4 times. All right? You done went out there to the horse pasture and you done told a little, probably out there, she probably went out there to Stormy's little horse pasture and then said, hey, let me get them teeth right there off your horse. You done went out there and got some teeth from one of Stormy's horses. And want to sit out here and tell us that they're veneers, but they really horse teeth. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Why you out here saying that you done spent all this money on them teeth? But they didn't finish your teeth, girl, because they didn't file them down. They threw them joints up in there and just let you leave. Now, I don't know if you had a phone call, you had to run up out of there, they didn't have a chance to file them down, but you don't have enough time to go on back up in there and get them joints filed down. That's all I'm saying. Because if you close your mouth real good, you're going to bite a hole in your chest with them teeth. That's all I'm saying. And then you're going to be getting, getting some more surgery. Now, Nene has had a few things done, and she just recently came out as to say that she had a nice old Brazilian butt lift. She got that done. She had tummy tuck done. I'm just like, girl, you talked a whole bunch of mess about Kim Zolciak, and we talked about her yesterday. And I already said, Kim, honey, she stay under the knife more than a Thanksgiving turkey. And it's looking like Nene is doing the same thing. Yes, child. You out here getting sliced up like an old Thanksgiving ham. Y'all know how that ham be all sliced up when you go get it, honey, from, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm like, don't be out here throwing shade like that against that woman. Nene. Hey, girl, hey, what's up, girl? Y'all say hello to Hey Girl, hey. I see her in the chat, yes. I was like, now, Nene, you know good and well. Now, don't be out here trying to be shading Cynthia Bailey because you know she be giving. Nah, you done had about 3-4 beaks, Nene. Yes, you have. Now, your lace front wig was not giving for the first 3-4 seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It just wasn't. Now, it was looking like an old dead squirrel sitting on top of your head till you got your little money in. Now, when your money came up, then your wig started looking better. Your little lace fronts was looking better. But don't be sitting there acting like you was doing what you needed to be giving. And be trying to shade this woman now. Let's move on past her. I ain't got no more for her. Let's talk about singer Tory Lanez, okay? He says she wasn't. Let's talk about Tory Lanez. Let's talk about his ass a little bit. Because he is in the news. Y'all know he stay acting up, honey. I said this little leprechaun stays in the news. Alright? So singer Tory Lanez, honey, is ordered to house arrest by the judge, honey, after his altercation with August Alsina. Y'all know we already did a live on his ass, honey, where he done ran up on August Alsina and done snuck him from the back, honey, and done put the paws upon him. Alright? Yes, honey, they had August Alsina somewhere singing, honey. He took all the pictures that he could of all his injuries and put them online to show everybody that little Tory Lanez, honey, little leprechaun with his little leprechaun legs, honey, done ran across the parking lot and done jumped up on him, honey, done climbed up on his body and done punched him in the face. I done told y'all. Tory Lanez ain't but this tall. He done climbed up on August Alsina's body, honey, and done punched him in the face. Because that's the only way he could have got up there. That's the only way he could have got up there. He done climbed up on his leg, honey. And then climbed up on August Alsina's body. Because y'all know August Alsina, he's very tall. So how the hell Tory Lanez get up there? You tell me. Yes, I'm petty this morning. He done climbed up on this man's body, honey, like a little leprechaun, baby. I said, did he really go there? And done punched this boy all up in the face. Yes, honey. Done bit him. He had like a little bite mark on his arm. I was like, damn, you bit him while you were climbing up? Doing too much, Tory. But yeah, it says that Tory Lanez's ass is in house arrest, honey. He cannot come out of the house because his ass is out here acting like one of the city girls, honey, acting up and snatching up. That's what he's been doing. So the judge said, yes, I'm going to need your little leprechaun ass to stay home and go and get you a little bowl of them little Lucky Charms and sit your ass down for a while. Because you don't know how to act out here in these streets. First, you out here, honey, running around chasing Megan the horse, a.k.a. Megan the Stallion out here on the pow-pow with her. Okay? Now you out here fighting August Alsina. He out there standing in the parking lot, out there trying to tune up to go to the studio. Out there like this him. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody but you. Y'all know the song. And his ass done ran out from, in between one of the cars and then climbed up on August and then bit his ass and then punched him up in the face. So the judge said, look, Tory, take your ass home. And don't you come back out until it's time for you to go to your court case with, yes, he's a leprechaun. Until it's time for you to go to your case with Megan Thee Stallion. All right? On November 28th. Yeah, so his ass cannot come out of the house until November 28th, which is when his case is for Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? The horse. Her. Her. Okay? Because y'all know he was in trouble with her on the little pow-pow, on that little situation. Where she, she already did an interview where she was crying and she was talking about how, he done pow-powed her in the foot and all that. She said, sing it. Yeah, that's my song too. That used to be my ringtone forever. I said, I love me some damn August Alsina. But yeah, he was standing out there in the parking lot. Y'all know how you do when you get ready to warm up. You got to close your ear. Put your hand on your ear. He was like, he ain't see Tory Lanez. Y'all know he's short. He was up under the car. He was hiding up under the car. And looking down there, he could see, you know, he could see old August Alsina legs from up under the car. I said, yeah, that's that bitch. I'm about to go beat the hell up out of him. Okay, he had on his little leprechaun boots. And I said, August Alsina didn't hear them little boots clanking around back there from underneath the car. He over there steady warming up. Tory said, yep, this is my moment. He done dashed out from behind that car. And August over there, I don't want nobody but you. He done jumped up on his ass and done tore his ass up out there in the parking lot. I said, damn. Damn, you going out like that, bro? That's how you going out? I said, I don't want nobody but you beating up on my tattoos out here in the damn parking lot. I said, damn. So yes, he cannot come out of the house. Tory cannot come out of the house for nothing, okay? Yes. You cannot go to the club, Tory. You cannot go to the grocery store. You cannot go anywhere. If you have a show, bitch, it has to be via Zoom. So all your concerts have to be Zoom because you don't know how to act out here in these streets. You stay putting paws on people and acting up like you are a city girl in these streets, and the judge is just not feeling it. All right. Now, it is said that the altercation with August Alsina was a violation of Tory Lanez bail. Okay, that is why his ass is on house arrest. All right. It says that he continues to pose a threat to public safety, and that the monetary bail alone wasn't enough to, you know, handle that situation. So pretty much he cannot change his leprechaun ways, and he cannot keep his hands to himself. So he is ordered to remain at the Keebler Elf Dwarf House, okay, until he appears in court. That is what the judge is saying. He has to stay at his Keebler Elf Dwarf House, all right, for his, you know, he's got to stay there until his trial begins. Like I said, November 28th. That's a long ass time to be in a house. All right. For Megan the horse. All right. Yes. I meant Stallion, aka Stallion. Megan the horse, aka Stallion. Okay. Yes. So stay home, Tory, and enjoy a good old bowl of your Lucky Charms. Okay. And stop all this damn fighting, because you be doing too much. You and your little green tights. All right. Yes. And I do like his music. Hello, Aunt Ann. Thank you for being in the building, ma'am. I do like Tory Lanez music. He's very talented in that regard. But baby, when I tell you, he just stays with the fight. He need to be on the calm down. He stay on the turn up. I need you on the calm that way, Tory. I need you on the calm down and not always on the turn up. Every situation does not require you to be out here acting up, putting paws on people. You're too little for that. Now, I would tell his ass to grow up, but that's just impossible. Now, you've been a leprechaun all your life. All your life you had to fight. Okay? Like Sophia said. That's what Tory is on out here. All my leprechaun life, I had to fight. Okay? I had to fight my leprechaun brothers. I had to fight my leprechaun mother, but I ain't never thought I had to fight in my own dwarf house. That's what Tory's ass is out here saying. I ain't never thought I had to fight in my own dwarf house. Okay? No. All my life, I had to fight my leprechaun brothers and sisters. I even had to fight my leprechaun mama. Okay, I done ripped her damn tights up and everything. But I ain't never thought I had to fight in my own dwarf house. That's what he told August Alsina when he climbed up on his body and proceeded to whoop his ass out there in the parking lot. Yes, honey. Whooped his ass thoroughly, honey, because he showed all the bruises, honey. Yes, and the lacerations, as they called them. I said, damn, you got bruises and lacerations? You have thoroughly had your ass whooped out here in these streets, bro. That's what it's giving right now. I'm like, damn. He had pictures of his elbow, pictures of his lip. I said, God darn. Woo, Jesus, child. It was giving too much, baby. I felt like I had my ass whooped when I looked at the pictures. I was like, damn, is that my arm? Did he bite a chunk out of my damn arm? Oh, Jesus. I said, child. You need to go to the emergency room immediately. Not immediately, but immediately, bitch. Because you have thoroughly had your ass stomped out. By a leprechaun. I wouldn't have told that shit to no one, y'all. I would have carried that to the grave. Like, you don't be out here telling nobody you had your ass stomped out by a leprechaun and you all of 6 foot tall out here. Like, that's just not what you supposed to be out here doing. That's just, I would have took that to the grave. I would not tell nobody that a straight up leprechaun, honey, with tights, honey, and a top hat done thoroughly stomped my ass out in the parking lot. While your ass out there like this here singing, warming up in the parking lot. He done went upside your head and stomped your ass out. But that's what that is what the news is saying. Tory, sorry you cannot come out until November 28th, okay? You're gonna have to stay home and reflect on your violent ways, okay? And we will see what this trial is giving, honey, November 28th. That's when it starts. Yes, baby, he was stumped out by a leprechaun. I wouldn't have told that shit to no one. Okay, they'd be like, Caramel, we heard you got stumped out by a leprechaun. I'd be like, that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. He ain't stumped me out. He sure didn't put no paws upon me. I would have been on that. That's a damn lie. Knowing good and well. Like, damn. How your eye get black then? Because he climbed up on my body. Ain't nobody telling him to climb up on me. Nah. He done climbed and you could have slung his ass across the parking lot, but he ain't do none of that. Your ass still up there trying to warm up and he's tearing your ass up in the parking lot. Stumping your ass out and you still laying down on he's still laying out there in the parking lot like this him. Still trying to warm up. Like, bitch, you better start swinging. You better fight back and stop all this damn singing. Nah. Stop all this damn singing and swing back. Like, take your hand down from your ear and swing. You need to be on this shit here, not this. Child. Yeah. But that's what it was giving, y'all. I said, Lord, help him, Lord. That was funny to me, y'all. That was funny. But that is all I have for you guys. I wanted to act up and drag just a little bit and put that information out there. And just a reminder, we are doing the blackout for this Sunday. I'm going to keep reminding y'all every day. Today is Thursday. I'm going to say it again tomorrow. I'm going to remind you guys. No, don't be going sneaking and trying to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville now. All of the bloggers, we will do a review so that you guys will be in the know as to what is going on. Okay, so we are doing a blackout this Saturday, 8 p.m. Y'all know the show comes on then. All right. What's Miss Ann saying? So at least he will. Yeah, he gonna be in for Halloween, child. He gonna be home passing out candy, honey. He gonna be standing up there. He already got his leprechaun suit on. He already dressed for Halloween. Okay, he already dressed. He ain't gotta get dressed. He already got on his little tights and his top hat and his little bow tie, honey. You know, the little green get up that the leprechaun be wearing, honey. Yes, honey. He is sitting home looking magically delicious out this bitch. Yes, he is. Y'all know they said them Lucky Charms be magically delicious. He is sitting home looking magically delicious out this bitch. And he gonna be passing out candy for Halloween because he can't go nowhere. His ass probably can't even go on the porch the way he be out here fighting. As soon as his ass go outside on that porch, that alarm gonna go off. And his ass gonna get locked up. So, Tory, thank you so much, Lesmore. So, Tory, sorry, sir. You're gonna be home. You're gonna be home for Thanksgiving. You about to miss everything, bro. He about to miss everything. You can't go to no Halloween parties like nothing. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you, bro. But thank you guys for joining. That's all I have. I want to give you guys a little laugh and a gag this morning. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you to my moderators. You guys have done a great job. Thank you, Hey Girl Hey, for being in the building. Thank you, Miss Ann, and any other content creators for joining this morning. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. We will see you guys again tomorrow for Car Chronicles, okay? Love you that way. Goodbye.